So just to catch up everyone, so here we've done this side with the LED flashing. We haven't done chimney bit, but here we're gonna have a piece which turns around like so, so that corner is covered, and obviously coping stone and that fiberglass flashing will sit on top. So next will be we'll SBR the top, so it's got so stuff sticks to it. Put cement, that cement again, and pad stones on, and that way we'll make sure that it all is sound. So this is what we did here, like that. So start from the bottom and go up, then I've infilled this, and then I folded the edge over. I did put a little bit of mastic, so it's stuck, and that will allow it to move. So here we gone behind their bit, and I put sealing on. This side is done. So here I want to show you also this tape, what it does after a while. So you can see it expands quite a bit, so it will take the shape under, so that's why I prefer using this. You don't need to have the cement. A, it's heavier, B, it's messier, and C, it will crack. That will work well. So that is our second layer of protection, that tray. So now we're gonna, I have marked where we're gonna have flashing there on the top, so I'll do this side because then that can be done. So I'll have bricklayer coming helping me doing the padstones, just to push this job forward, because don't know how long weather will still be nice for. So we'll do this side, what we've done there, and tomorrow we'll finish around the chimney. I'll have to put a couple more tiles, put a ridge as well, so we can finish all the lead work, and then I'll concentrate on that side, because on that I'll first need to take the coping stones off, and we'll see, maybe we'll be able to reuse them. If not, that's okay, we'll just put new ones on. We got new ones ordered anyway, so they are here. So with that wall, I have noticed there is a bit of loose brick, so I might have to pull this off tonight before I leave, mix some cement and make good the wall so it's stronger. I did make good at the bottom, but yeah, just so when I put lead, it's all, you can see brick there. So I'll get the copings up to that point, lift it up and infill that, just make sure it's all sort of held together. And once it's cladded in lead and with the coping stones, the weight will hold it down as well. So it's not brilliant. I personally wouldn't have them. If I would have choice, I would take them down, but because it's obviously a neighbour side, we don't have really that much option. But yeah, so I cut my pieces at about 1100, and I lapped them at 150, 120 to 150, and they say really 150 you should lap it. And the shorter the bit, the more movement there will be, because obviously lead will move with the weather, so you don't want to make too long, because the longer bit your piece of lead is, the more likely it will crack somewhere, because it will be stretched with everything moving. So that's why you don't want to go too mad. But yeah, that's where we are, and I'll just crack on with this side today, and then tomorrow we'll be doing that bit. So yeah, hope you're enjoying it, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. So just a quick catch up, everyone. Remove the old copings. So I've done lead on this side as well as this side. We also have fitted the fiberglass capping, so which is actually both sides. It's got some sort of rough abrasive coating in the middle to stick stuff on. So we set these on yesterday. I started dressing lead for to go onto the actual chimney part, but I need to just get that done. So in order for us to fit them cappings, because that's the most important thing, that's where it leaked before. So this I can do tomorrow, whilst bricklayer will be doing coping stone for us. So next for me is to get that side done today. As you can see, that foam has expanded quite a bit. I think it was gonna expand up to 40 mil. And the reason being it didn't expand straight away is because it was cold. So you can see how it's expanding. So we'll make sure that nothing gets in there, hopefully. And also we'll have lead dressed over, so that's not a big problem. Right, so in order to actually set your tiles out, what I do the first row of tiles, then I measure the distance and I keep measuring, so every third tile, to make sure the space is where it should be. So I would say if you have on these about 10 mil wider overall, that should be enough for you to fit them, because what they have, there's like 5 mil wiggle room on them, so you can always move it along a little bit if necessary, so it's not going to be a disaster. Obviously I've done it this way because it's easier to walk on buttons to finish lead work and coping stones, etc., because otherwise you have to put ladder on. But that brings us to one issue. We're gonna have to finish this side of lead, and then we're gonna have to get our ridge roll and tack it on and stick that part on and put our first ridge and then dress lead around, because otherwise afterwards we won't be able to get it. As you can see, the distance from ridge to the point is not big, so you won't be physically able to dress that. So that's what we're gonna have to do on that. As I think I did mention that this is going to be dry ridge kit. I'm just going to stay away from as much as possible cement, because sooner or later it will fail. That's why we decided to go dry, sort of as much as we can set up. So yeah, so what I'll do, I will cut the batten 10 millimeters wider than the space to make sure they do fit, because obviously they're not all perfect. These seams have some imperfections, and I will make sure before I start doing this side that I have right space between, and so when I come and do the tiling I can finish it. I don't have to mess around and disturb the lead work we've done. And also the lead doesn't really want to stay that well after you've done your copings, or coping's been done, then you can finish dressing the lead after the cement's gone off, because at the minute it does want to move and it doesn't help, it's quite cold. But you can, if it's a tricky like shape like we got here, you can use torch to stretch it, to warm it up and stretch it a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We need to dress that today, because tomorrow we should be getting the coping stones up, so it's all finished and dry. So because obviously these are the silly firewalls, and that's where these roofs have problem basically, because it's just the way they're built. So anyway, I will make that batten and make sure my size is all correct, and we'll crack on with lead work.